Tonight's selection at Anota felt like more than a routine manager's choice. When Xabi Alonso walked out with Courtois in goal, a back four of Carvajal, Militao, Wilson and Carreras, a midfield of Tchouaméni, Ceballos and Arda Güler, and an attack of Brahim, Mbappé and Vinicius Jr., it immediately sent a message that rippled beyond the touchline. The obvious flashpoint was Rodrygo's absence from the starting 11, a decision that caught even the club's president off guard. And that surprise is important because it exposes a club in transition. Real Madrid arrive unbeaten, with momentum and expectation, but Alonso's lineup suggests he is prioritising a specific tactical identity over simply protecting ego. Leaving Rodrygo on the bench is not merely resting a player, it magnifies a conversation about role clarity, player preference, and where each attacker best fits in this evolving system. We've heard already that Rodrygo has voiced a desire to play predominantly on the left, where he feels most effective, but Alonso's team selection shows the coach is experimenting. Vinicius keeps the left presence, Mbappé occupies central or roaming forward space, and the right flank appears to be in the hands of Brahim and the emerging Franco Mastantuono, a rotation that rewards recent performances and challenges established hierarchies. That tension between a coach setting a new blueprint and players fighting for defined roles is exactly what makes tonight's choice so explosive. Dressing room dynamics hinge on clarity and fairness, and when high-profile names find themselves warming up rather than starting, questions follow about long-term plans, transfer windows and individual form. Alonso's midfield pick is equally revealing, a mix of muscle and creativity that hints at a team prepared to press, regain the ball aggressively, and transition quickly, all ingredients to maximise Mbappé's finishing and the unpredictable bursts of Vinicius. Arda Güler and Brahim offer technical solutions in tight spaces, while Tchouaméni provides a protective shield that allows those creative players to take risks higher up the pitch. In short, the lineup is a tactical statement. Madrid will attack with width and pace on the left, look for vertical combos through the middle, and trust inventive talent on the right, but not necessarily the names fans assumed would be automatic starters. Florentino's visible surprise, a reaction that will make headlines, matters because it underlines the stakes of Alonso's autonomy. A president's surprise becomes a talking point precisely because it symbolises the balancing act at elite clubs, preserving tradition and existing stars while allowing a coach to imprint his philosophy. If Alonso's approach yields results, his authority strengthens, and those surprised today may be convinced tomorrow. If not, the narrative flips quickly and those same choices will be questioned. For Rodrygo personally, this is a crossroads. Accept a new role as a super sub who brings immediate impact off the bench, or respond on the training ground and in limited minutes to reclaim a starting berth. Elite careers are defined by moments like this. How a player reacts publicly and privately to a setback often determines their trajectory. Fans and pundits will debate whether Alonso is reshaping Real Madrid into a more fluid attacking force or simply managing short-term fitness and form. Social feeds will light up with clips of warm-ups, bench reactions and slow-burn tactics that analysts will rewind endlessly. But beyond noise, the practical implications are tangible. Minutes on the pitch change market value. Manager trust affects selection in crucial fixtures, and a club's transfer strategy can pivot quickly if certain positions look understaffed. Keep an eye on how the right wing evolves. If Brahim and Mastantuono continue to impress, the club might consider targeting different profiles next window. Conversely, if Rodrygo responds with standout performances, Alonso may be forced to integrate him differently. Ultimately, tonight is a test of conviction. Xabi Alonso is signalling that the squad exists to serve a style of play, not the other way around. Florentino's surprise adds drama, but it also frames a bigger question. Will Alonso's blueprint deliver silverware and unity, or will the experiment fracture a delicate balance at one of world football's most scrutinised clubs? For supporters, neutrals and market watchers alike, the real story won't be decided in the first 90 minutes. It will be revealed over the coming weeks as players adapt, roles solidify, and Alonso proves whether this bold lineup was a masterstroke or a gamble too far.